Viewers. So today we'll learn about JSON, PIP package manager, file handling, MySQL DB connection, and we'll do some more MySQL functions today. So this is in the series of Python tutorial, Python training for beginners. If you have not watched our previous videos, I would suggest you to go and watch the previous videos. So let's begin our today's session with JSON, and then we'll gradually move to MySQL DB connection. This is going to be very important for you. The DB connection part, file handling, these are very important things that we'll discuss today. So let me first increase the font size for you by Control Shift A. Now we'll start with JSON. So JSON is a syntax for storing and exchanging data. JSON is a text written with JavaScript object notation. Python has a built-in package called JSON, which can be used to work with JSON data. This is the package which comes with Python. As we know, JSON stores in key value pairs. So here I have created one JSON object, and I'll try to parse it using the JSON library. And once I'll parse, I would like to print with the help of key what I can get. Okay, so let me comment the rest of the things here so that we'll not get confused, and I'll run the program. So it should print the age. So that's how we can see how we can create the JSON object, how to parse it using the load method, and how to get the value using the key. Okay, now we'll see how to convert a Python object to JSON. So here we have created a Python JSON in the form of JSON, that is using the dictionary. As we know, dictionary stores the key value pair. So I have created a JSON dictionary object John, which has name is city, and this is a Python object, and I am trying to convert it into JSON using the JSON.dump. Previously we have used load to read the object. Right now we are using the function dump to convert into JSON. Okay, and then I'll try to print y. So let me run it, and you can see it converted it into JSON. Now we can convert any Python data into JSON. Let it be dictionary, let it be list, let it be tuples, anything can be converted into JSON with JSON dump. Now we'll see how to sort the keys. If you want to sort the keys, so I'll create a JSON. I'll create a Python object, and this is the Python object that I have created. I'll try to arrange it properly, formatting, and then I will sort the keys. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll try to run it. You can see it is indented very well. Now also see the indentation, and also like I previously it was while declaring I declared name first, age second, marriage, and cars last. But when the keys are sorted, age gets printed first, then cars, because it's alphabetically sorted now. Okay, yeah, that's the thing we learned in Python. That's the first. So JSON we have covered. Now we'll go to next thing to learn, that is pip. Pip is very important package manager. Like in Java we have Maven, in Node it is npm. Similarly we have pip. Pip runs on the terminal that you have. If you install the Python pip with version 3.7 and above, pip comes inbuilt. If I'll do pip version, it will print the pip current pip version of it. If you want to install any package, if you want to uninstall any package, this is how you can do. So let me try to install a package camel case. Although I have installed it previously, let me uninstall it. And I can install. So it's successfully installed. So since I had already had a package camel case installed, so I've uninstalled it and I've installed it as well. So pip is package manager. Then if we'll do pip list on the command line, it will list you the current all versions which is installed, like camel case is version 0.2, MySQL connector I have installed. MySQL connector I'll show you next. Okay, the third thing that we'll look up today is file handling. Okay, so we have a python first.py, and if you want to read it, okay, so this is how we can do. R stands for read, A stands for appending if I want to append something inside the file, W for write, and X for creating a file. Okay, first of all, what we'll do, first of all let's do the reading part. Okay, so I'm opening it, I'm trying to read the file. This is how I've read the complete file. You can see I've read the complete file. Okay, now if I want to append anything to it, I can append it inside. So if I'll run it now, this should get appended inside. Now if I'll open the file, see, this gets appended here. Okay, now similarly you can read it and create a new file as well. So first of all, I'll and let's see, we have already seen how to read the files, so I'll not do this. We have already verified this lines was getting appended. I'll create the new file.py. See, we don't have any new file .py. So once I'll have written, see, new file.py gets created here. I'll just delete it. Okay, I'll delete anyways. And if you want to remove it, instead of removing manually, I can remove it with Python as well. And to do this, I'll use the OS library, and now OS is not imported, so I'll import the OS here. Now I'll create and delete the new file as well. Initially it was not there, so that's why this files gave me error. If I'll try to run it, new file, see, new file gets deleted automatically. Okay, if you want to remove any directory, you just need to give the directory name here, directory or the folder name, and it will get deleted from here. Okay, now the fourth thing that we'll look up today, which is very important, that is MySQL connection. In every application you have some DB connection, so here we'll use MySQL. Okay, so now you have to install MySQL on your computer. You have to install MySQL with MySQL connector with the help of pip. As we have already seen, MySQL connector I have installed. Otherwise you can do it through python -m pip install MySQL connector. It will get installed. MySQL, once it gets installed, you can import it. Now to connect a DB, this is my local DB localhost, username, password I have kept. Now to check my connection, what I'll do, I'll try to print the MyDB connection that I had created just on MyDB to YouTube. So if it prints like this, it means it is active, connection is active, and this is the user. Okay, so DB got the connection. Now I'll try to create some DB. I'll try to create new database 4 and okay, and I'll see the new database that I'm creating gets created or not. So if I'll run it, MySQL connector gets created. Why it's not showing the SO database connection? If I'll run it now, we'll see in Hedy this new database which gets print. We'll just verify the new database that we have created. So I have created this new database 4 also gets created. Okay, so new database we verified, it gets created here. Now I can show it using this line. See, all the databases that I have gets new database 4 is also there with the help of this. Okay, now if you want to connect to a specific database, like here I have not specified any database name. By default all database gets you can access, but if you want to connect to a specific database, in this case you need to give the database name. So if I want to connect to database 4 for example, then this will get printed to connected to database 4. My new database connection, see, it gets connected to database 4 as well. So this is how you can connect to a database, MySQL database. This is very important to install first. Then through this cursor, you can do all the operations like creating database, accessing database, executing any query that you have. Now, in the last programming exercise of today, we'll see some more things what all we can do. So I'll connect to MySQL database and I'll create a cursor and I'll try to create a table employee. Okay, I've already created a database employee, so employee table I already have, so I'll create employee 2. Okay, and I'll see if it gets created properly or not. Okay, now I'll comment rest of the part to avoid any confusion. Let me run the program. Once I will run the program, you can see employee 2 gets created. Employee already I had previously, that's why I have created employee 2. When we did show tables, that's how it shows all the tables in the database because it's connected to this database. So all the tables which is present here we can see. Now if you want to insert anything in this new table, you can do it like this, and then you need to just commit it, and you can just see new rows gets inserted. Let me run this program. Okay, why it gave an error? Because this due to this statement, because employee 2 is already created. Okay, so it tried to use, so in database, in same database you cannot have same table multiple names, sorry, same name multiple tables. Now one new row gets inserted here. Okay, now if you want to select and show the rows, this is how you can do it. I'll try to run it. See, the new row gets inserted. This is from employee 2. I'll run it one more time. So now inside from it selects from employee 2 as well. Now if you want to select all the rows, you just need to select like this and print it. You can print it like here, this here. Fetch all the rows from employee 2. So I'll just run it. It will show me. There is some error in the why I need to debug this part. Okay, so this is all means ultimately you need to check this part, fetch all or fetch one. So here we have fetch one and here we have fetch all. Fetch one is it will always print one, and fetch all means all the records will get printed here. Okay, so that's all we had in this video, viewers. From MySQL, remember these things. Thank you for watching.